when the winter starts, it starts freezing in the north zones. When whole thing starts freezing, the birds in the North Pole start migrating towards the south. Since it's every year phenomena, the birds know when to fly and when to start their journey. It always happens there are senior birds which know how to navigate and how to go to different places. They've been traveling every year. They take the lead. They also know when should start the journey. And one year when it started becoming cold, all the birds decided, so we should start flying tomorrow. We'll start going from here, because if you stay here, it is going to be impossible to live. And senior birds who have already done navigation, they planned who will take the first lead, second lead, third lead, and so on. Everything was planned. And the parent birds told the younger ones, get ready, tomorrow we should fly. All the birds were ready to fly, but one little bird was very adamant. He said, I will not fly. This is my house, this is my pole, I will stay here only. And the parents told, the elder ones told, don't stay here. It becomes so cold you can't even breathe. You will die here because of freezing. So, no, I will stay here. You all go. I will stay alone. However much the parents told the bird, little listen. So finally the parents kept some food for it. So keep safe, and the moment you find cold, you take shelter, fly elsewhere. All the birds flew. The little one with little courage stayed back. After 3-4 days, it started getting scared. Nobody in the whole pole. Nobody, is only bird. No support. And it started becoming cold. The wings started becoming heavier. Breathing became difficult. He said, I should fly now. But he doesn't know how to fly. Which direction to fly? It has not flown before. But survival teaches you something. It started flying. It flew miles and miles and miles and miles. It did not see the shore at all. Maybe it was going in a different direction. He said, my God, my wings are becoming heavier because the frost which I developed on the wings started freezing. It became ice. There is no food on the way. It can't land anywhere, not even a land mass. The bird thought it will die. It regretted it should have gone with the elders, saved itself. But what to do now? Nothing can be done. It started putting every ounce of energy it had and started flying towards some shore. It was about to collapse. At that time, in the far distance, the bird saw some plants. Oh, some land is there. Some land is there. I should not die now. It gathered some more energy. Last bit of energy it had. Started flapping his wings, which are very heavier. Finally, came to the shore. It was so happy it saw the landmass. Completely exhausted, it collapsed into the backyard of a farmer's house. It was early morning at about 4 o'clock. The bird fell there. It was so exhausted it could not even move. At about 4:30, 4:45, the farmer's wife got up. It's her morning course she had to do. She went into the cow shed, collected all the cow dung. And then she had to drop it elsewhere. In the night she can't see anything, it's pitch dark. About 5 o'clock in the morning, she brought that pile of dung and dropped it on the bird. She didn't see the bird. Bird said, my God, I will die now. I flew miles and miles over the ocean and I thought I will survive here. I came to the landmass and now this lady dumps cow dung on me. Oh my God, it's dirty, it is stinking. I can't stay here. He struggled. But life teaches you art of survival. And with his beak it made a hole in the dung. Something exciting happened. Bird did not die. Air was coming through the hole it had created in the dung. But there was bad smell, is okay. But the fresh cow dung created a kind of warmth around it. That warmth was very comfortable. The bird felt warm and fresh air is coming in. It started singing. It was very happy. It started singing beautifully. And there was a cat in the farmer's house. It heard somebody singing, some bird singing. Who could it be that? The cat came around, finally noticed that sound is coming from the pile of dung. The cat puts its hand, pulled out the bird, killed and ate it. Killed and ate it. The bird which had flown so far had to die with the cat in the farmer's house. My friend, there are 4 messages for this story. 4 messages. First one is, please listen to elders. They are telling you something which is good for your life. They are advising you so that you can be happy. Listen to it very carefully. If this bird had listened to the parents and elders, it would have survived. First lesson. Second lesson is, anyone who throws dung on you need not be your enemy. If somebody speaks harsh to you, somebody says negative remarks to you, he need not be your enemy. Maybe those words will trigger you to perform better, to achieve greater things. So therefore, anyone who throws dung on you need not be your enemy. The bird was saved because of the warm dung. And third and important lesson, anyone who takes you out of the dung need not be your friend. See, the cat pulled the bird out of the dung. Do you think it was his friend? It killed him. Similarly, some people pretend to help you, some people act as if they are helping you, but don't take it on the face value. Anyone who is trying to take you out of the cow dung on your difficulties need not be your friend all the time. And most important, last lesson that you learn is, if you are happy in a pile of dung, don't sing, keep your mouth shut. If you are happy in a worse system, terrible system, if you are happy in that, don't go on shouting everywhere. Oh, I am happy, I am happy. Don't say that, because you draw your attention. Best is, respect your elders, listen to them, they are good for you. Second one is most important, anyone who throws dung on you need not be your enemy. Anyone who takes you out of the dung need not be your friend. And fourth, if you are happy in a pile of dung, don't sing, don't shout, keep your mouth shut.